yo, for all my chosen ones out there, man, stop arguing with these low vibrational, demonic energy vampires. They're only sent from Satan to steal, kill, and destroy, and to lead you brothers and sisters down a path of destruction, man. And this is why I want to react to this sister today. Her name is Virtuous Wild, man. She made a video. These arguments are spiritual traps. Yes, these arguments are spiritual traps, right? That's all Satan and his demons are trying to do, man. Energy vampires trying to suck you dry, all that type of stuff, man. So yes, that's why I'm gonna react to this sister, man. Very, very, very powerful video, and hopefully this video is edifying for you brothers and sisters out there and all that good jazz, man. So without further ado, let's get it. Let's go.
Do not argue with these people. It is a setup. It's a setup. Don't argue with them. Don't give them the response that they're looking for. They're going to provoke you and constantly poke at you and start stuff with you because they're trying to siphon your energy.
Yep.
All right. These people are energy vampires. And every time you argue with them, it feeds them. That's how they charge. That's how they gain energy, is by making you mad. Is by getting you to argue with them.
Yep.
Some people are just miserable like that in their life. They have no joy, no happiness, and they're just broken people. These type of people go around causing destruction.
Yep.
Okay, this is how they operate. They feed off of that. So this is why you should not argue with certain people. It's a setup to siphon your energy.
Exactly.
Don't do it. Don't give them the reaction that they're looking for, even though it's easier said than done. But listen, don't do it. Do not do it. These people will wave that over your head anytime the opportunity presents itself to say that you are arguing with them and that you got angry. They're going to bring it up.
Yep.
They're going to.
And I actually want to stop right there, man, because I've been making content for like, 3 years now on YouTube, man. And there was so many times in my comment section, man, when I let people get into me, especially in the beginning, where I let people get to me, right? They'll say this or say that, and then when I respond to them, when I give them the same energy that they give me, you want to know what they do? Then they say, oh, aren't you supposed to be Christian? Aren't you supposed to be holy? Aren't you supposed to be doing this or supposed to be doing that, right? So this is why what she's saying is on point, right? They give you that energy, right? But then when you want to return the energy, then it's, oh, why are you doing this? Oh, I thought you was a man of God. Men of God don't talk like that. Men of God don't act like that, right? So you see how they are? You see how these low vibrational people are? How they try to suck you in? Right? You see how it is in the world? They say this, they say that. They do anything to try to rage bait you. Right? And then when you give them that same type of energy, then it's, oh, you're supposed to be holy. You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing that, right? Rage baiting you. And you fall for it at the end of the day, right? So what she's saying is on point. I don't even get no time no more. When I get haters in the comment section, I just leave the heart emoji. I just leave the prayer emoji. And that is it, right? Right? That's all I do nowadays, man. And that makes them even more mad. Right? So it's a crazy world we live in, man. Let's keep going.
Paint you in a negative light, even though they're the ones who started with you.
Exactly.
They're never going to tell people what they did.
Exactly.
It's about painting you as a bad person. If you give them the negative reaction that they're looking for, they're going to tell people about your reaction.
What you did.
They're going to tell people how angry you are. Exactly. And what you did and what you said, but they're never going to tell people what caused that.
Exactly.
Because they want to look innocent. This is why you should never argue with them, because it's a setup. It's a setup to make you look a certain way. It's a setup to get you out of character. So don't fall for the trap. Stay unbothered. Even though being unbothered still bothers people.
Exactly.
Which is crazy. You could be in a corner minding your business and somebody is still mad, right? Let them be mad. Let them be upset. Let them be upset at the fact that you're unbothered. Let them be upset at the fact that you're minding your business. That's not a you issue. That is a them issue.
Exactly.
Because I don't understand how you can be upset at somebody who's unbothered. That makes them even more mad. Yeah. Now they got to come up with new tactics to get under your skin. So There are just certain people who will provoke you. They will say things and do things to get you out of character, to get an argument out of you. And this is just their way of trying to siphon your energy. They see that you have peace. They see that you have joy. They see that you have happiness. And those who live in destruction, those who live in toxicity and chaos, sometimes they can't believe that you can actually have joy, that
Exactly.
you can actually have peace in your life. So they go around causing destruction in other people's lives because that's what they're used to.
Exactly.
Destructive people cause destruction. Sometimes broken people like to go around and break people. Their agenda is to come and cause destruction. It's to
Exactly.
come and destroy. And
Exactly.
they're going to be off to the next victim. That's how Satan operates himself. They're coming to steal your happiness. They're coming to destroy that. They're coming to destroy your peace. They're coming to destroy your joy. They're coming to destroy your life.
Yep.
They're coming to steal your energy. Okay? Steal, kill, and destroy. That's how these people operate.
Yep.
And one argument.
And let me stop right there, man, because yo, these I'm gonna go over probably the most low vibrational scripture of the Bible, but this is how I would say 95% of people in the world are, man. And I'm here in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 4:16, and it says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall." Right? So there's people out there, man, can't even have a good night's sleep unless they out there doing some type of destruction, right? Unless they got somebody riled up, unless they know that they on somebody's mind at the end of the day. There's people out there actively can't even go to sleep unless they out there doing some type of stuff, right? This toxic culture that we're in nowadays, right? Right? Toxic masculinity, toxic femininity. There's men and women out there, right? Can't even get a good night's sleep unless they know that they're out there doing stuff, man. So you see the type of world that we live in, right? Demonic entity type of people, right? That is low vibrational, right? And us chosen ones, man, us pen, we like I said, we just be in our corner, minding our business, and they just come to us. It's like they see the light in us, man, and they hate it for whatever. We know why they hate it, right? They hate us, man, because we got the Holy Spirit. We just be minding our business, man. So then they say to themselves, yo, how I'm gonna mess with this person today, right? I'm gonna mess with Child. How I'm gonna mess with Chad? I'm gonna mess with Val. How I'm gonna mess with you out there, man? Let me see if I can just do whatever. Let me say something to him to try to get him out of character, right? And like she was saying earlier, so I can get him out of character and then let him blow up, so I can just play the victim, right? I'm not gonna tell people what I did, right? I'm gonna delete, and it's also another thing on YouTube. I'm gonna delete my messages, right? I'm gonna delete my messages, but then I'm gonna just leave his messages there. Right? You see how low vibrational people are? Right? So again, stop. Get out my face. Leave me alone. Right? Like I said, I'll just send a heart emoji, send a prayer emoji, send 100 emoji. That is it. I'm not going back and forth with the losers no more. Low vibrational people, man. They can't sleep unless they causing people to be led astray. That is lame at the end of the day, man. So let's keep going.
With that person can destroy you. One argument. That's all it takes. And one thing that I've been practicing more and more and more is just being silent. It's not something that I ever struggled with, but I just find myself really just not wanting to give anybody any type of response, really. Like when I'm dealing with certain people and they say something to me where I can tell that they're looking for a certain reaction out of me, or the spirit in them is trying to provoke me. And even if I may catch myself wanting to get angry, I just stay silent because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to siphon my energy right now.
Exactly.
You're trying to get under my skin by saying certain things. I'm not even going to give you an opportunity to even siphon my energy. Some cases, if they're asking me a question, I may say like a 1-word response. But yeah, like I'm not going to give you the argument that you're looking for or the energy that you're looking for. I'm going to stay silent and I'm going to walk off, right? Because I know what you're trying to do. And I honestly just feel like a lot of people nowadays are really dealing with similar spirits. You know, I feel like a lot of people have narcissistic traits. A lot of people are entitled. A lot of people are dealing with a Leviathan spirit, a lustful spirit. A lot of people are operating like a Jezebel, rejection issues, abandonment issues. So I feel like I encounter the same type of people. And I think the more you understand these traits, or the more you understand the function of these spirits, the easier it is to
Exactly.
see it in people, or pinpoint what spirit a person is operating in. And then you'll know how to respond to that person who's operating in that spirit. For example, if I come across a woman who's operating like a Jezebel, and I can feel that control and manipulation oozing off of her pores, I know how to deal with you, because I've dealt with women like that my whole life.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to get offended. I'm not going to like get mad and like start arguing with you when you try to provoke. Like, I'm not doing any of that, because I know what you're dealing with. I know you're trying to do things to control me. I know you're saying and doing things to try to manipulate me. Lies just come out of her mouth like water. Like, she's just a liar. This is a woman that has to control you. That's how she gains her power.
Exactly.
She may have rejection issues, and she is dealing with the Leviathan spirit. Because I've been around women like that my whole life, it's easy for me to pick up on that.
Yeah.
Right? So the more you understand how these spirits function, the more you understand these traits, and the more you're around certain character traits, then I feel that, you can pick up on it pretty easily. So the people that are constantly trying to get a negative reaction out of you, keep in the back of your mind the type of person that you're dealing with. And remember that we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Exactly. That's a fact.
Okay. It's the spirit behind that person that's trying to get you out of character. It's the spirit behind that person that's trying to get a certain reaction out of you. It's the spirit that's trying to cause destruction in your life. It's the spirit that's trying to change your mood for the worse. It's the spirit that's in that person that's trying to kill your whole vibe. It's the spirit in that person that's trying to get into your head. Right? So it's deeper than the surface level. It's deeper than the person. That spirit recognizes the spirit in you, and they recognize that you have the light. Okay. Darkness does not like light.
Exactly.
And what the dark is going to try to do is trying to get you to get in the dark. And that should never happen. So hopefully this video was helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if you found it useful.
All right, so that wraps up the video right there, man. Of course, I'll leave her details in the description box for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to our sister, Virtuous Val, man. And like she said, man, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Right? There's demonic entities out there, right? They see the light in you, and that's what irritates them, right? Your light irritates their demons. That's what they say in the culture. Your light irritates their demons, man. I always got to bring up the message, the reference that Mark the Messenger said, man. Imagine going into a dark room, right? And then you open up the shades. What is your natural reaction going to do, right? You're going to, right? You just woke up, and then your mom opened up the shades, right? What is your natural reaction, right? To close the shades, right? Or you're gonna put up your hand, right? That's exactly how it is when you walk around these demonic people, right? You are that light. So that's what they do when they see you. Oh no, he's too bright. She's too bright. She got too much of the Holy Spirit, right? You're gonna irritate them. I tell you guys, man. So yes, man, yes. I'm not going back and forth with them no more. And neither should you. Why suck my energy? Why mess up my day? Right? And then why give you that gratification knowing that you're going to sleep good at night for sake of my energy? Meanwhile, I'm the one that's going to have anxiety. I'm going to be the one up till 3 o'clock in the morning thinking, oh, why did I do this? Why did I do that? No, I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that energy, right? I don't do that no more. No, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not giving somebody else my energy, right? So yeah, man, yeah. Stop arguing with them. It's not, they sent on a mission to steal, kill, and destroy. Every single day it is spiritual warfare. Every single day Satan and his demons are going to say, yo, man, how can we mess up Chad Day? How can we mess up this person's day? What are we going to do? Let's try something. Let's do something, right? Desperate. Right, man? So yeah, don't go back and forth. It's not worth it. Leave them alone, right? Let them be low vibration, right? Or let them catch somebody else that doesn't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Let them catch somebody else. Anybody but me. Anybody but us. Us chosen ones. Anybody but us. At the end of the day, man. So again, hopefully this video was edifying for you brothers and sisters out there, man. Hopefully you guys learned a lot and all that good jazz, man. So like, comment, subscribe, share the video out to everybody. First, go at the Most High. Take it on Angel Time.